What if I told you that everything you think you know about growing on YouTube is wrong? That while you're out here chasing algorithm hacks and viral trends, you have the YouTube CEO who's giving out the actual secrets in plain sight, and almost no one's listening.
Welcome to YouTube.
Mohan was one of the pioneers of internet advertising.
Really kind of from me at the zoo to what it's become today. Creators that take their eye off that ball, that's where the problems start.
I've spent hours and hours digging through interviews with Neil Mohan. I think that's how you pronounce his name. He's the CEO of YouTube, and what I found will completely change the way you think about growing on this platform. This isn't just another 10 tips to go viral on YouTube video. This is straight from the man who literally controls YouTube. But I went through every major and even small interview that Neil has done in the past year, and I found insights that completely contradict what some of these YouTube growth creators are saying. So by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what the CEO of YouTube says actually works, what doesn't, and why your current strategy might be sabotaging your growth.
The goal is the same, which is to make our creators successful on our platform.
So let's start with the biggest lie in the YouTube space, that you need to hack the algorithm. Everyone's obsessing over this mysterious black box. That's the algorithm trying to reverse engineer it. But here's what the CEO of YouTube says.
The simplest way to think about the recommendations that you see in your feed, whether it's the home feed or on the watch page, it is really a reflection of your interests as a viewer.
You could have the best video in the world, but if the thumbnail is bad, nobody will click. CTR is the most important metric on YouTube. Mr. Beast knows this better than anyone.
Probably spend around $5,000 to $10,000 a thumbnail. The thumbnail makes the difference between 50 million views or 200 million.
Now, imagine if there was a way to get viral thumbnails instantly made for you, where all you have to do is add the final touches. Well, there is. I got this thumbnail in just 2 minutes without even having to brainstorm the concept. It's all done with a tool called virathumb.com. I'll leave a link below for it. It works by identifying the top performing thumbnails for videos most similar to yours, then utilizing AI to generate new thumbnails of that same proven to work style. All you have to do is search your video topic, then click on use as template, or simply paste the link of a specific video and click extract. You can even add in highly customizable text, shapes, drawings, and images, which you can also remove the background from. If your reference thumbnail has a face, you can swap it with yours in just one click. Just upload your photos and the advanced AI will handle the rest. Virathumb.com isn't just a one-time hack to get a viral video. It's a tool you use every time you make a thumbnail, so you can get the most amount of views possible with the least amount of work. Take advantage of my exclusive discount code Belmont. Click the link in the description right now to claim this special promotion. Did you catch that? The algorithm isn't some mystical force that you need to outsmart. When people say the algorithm's changed, Neil says,
well, because our interests as viewers continues to change.
This changes everything. You're not fighting the algorithm, you're working with it. By creating content that genuinely serves your audience's interest, we should be replacing the word algorithm for audience, which brings us to the real secret here. See, when the YouTube CEO was directly asked, what's the secret to being a successful creator on YouTube, his answer wasn't about thumbnails or titles or posting schedules, which kind of shocked me.
The first and probably the most salient thing, and this is actually advice I give to people who ask me, like, what is the secret sauce of being a successful creator on the platform, is it really is to be true to yourself. And that is, sounds sort of very cliched, but I wish somebody had given me that advice early in my career, because nothing rings more true.
Okay, but wait, it gets even better. He explains why this actually works.
And I can tell you for a fact that it's not the algorithm, it's all the other people that are on the other side of that glass when they're watching your video, if you're a creator, that can tell instantaneously whether that is actually truly your authentic self or if you're trying to basically put yourself in another person's shoes.
The CEO of YouTube just told you that authenticity beats algorithm optimization every time. Algorithm optimization every single time. And I think the reason is because just think of your own viewing patterns. Think about the psychology of content from a macro perspective. Your audience can sense when you're not being real, like being fake, and they'll click away so fast before you can even say, hey, smash the subscribe button. But what's interesting is that this completely flips the script on a lot of things you've been told or taught when it comes to growing on YouTube. And here's where it gets really interesting. Most creators think that YouTube controls their success like some puppet master, that the platform decides who wins and who loses. But the CEO of YouTube, Neil, has a completely different view of YouTube's role.
The analogy that I use that I think sort of works best is most of the people at YouTube are software engineers, they're technologists, and our job is to build the stage. We are really someone who built the theater. I don't tell you when to post or what you should say. You have exercised that creative control.
YouTube isn't the director of the show. They're the theater builder, right? They create the stage, but you are the performer. That means you have way more control than you think you do. YouTube isn't working against you. They're literally building an infrastructure for you to succeed. And take this next part with a grain of salt. But that's why, generally speaking, chasing viral YouTube strategy kind of misses the point. The platform wants you to succeed because your success is quite literally their success. When Neil talks about successful creators, he doesn't just call them creators.
The other thing that I think people don't recognize as much is that not only are they amazing creative people, they are true entrepreneurs. Like, they build amazing businesses.
Not content creators, entrepreneurs. This is a fundamental shift on how you should think about your channel. See, it's audience first, then monetization, not the other way around. Which brings me to something really crucial. If authenticity means more than algorithm hacks, what should you actually be focusing on as your main thing?
It's exactly what you guys said. It's about producing that content that's going to be the most engaging and most relevant for your audience. And that's ultimately what matters. It really comes back to connecting with your audience, doing what you really find to be the most fulfilling way to do that. So I'm honestly repeating back some of what you said, which is like that depth of audience, like really building that, establishing that home base is the basis of where all the opportunities come from.
Notice he didn't say content that performs well or gets a lot of views. He said content that's engaging and relevant to your audience. And what's super interesting is that when asked what he'd focus on running a normal creator's channel, he says depth over width, connection over numbers. When you open your eyes and look, and you listen to what other similar successful creators say, you hear the same thing.
Yeah, I think people undervalue depth quite a bit, right? And they overvalue width. And so I think you're absolutely right. I think even 100,000 views on like a personality vlog, or even like I was telling Colin this morning that you have a video after your Cheeseball Man fight that's just titled "I Fought Him," and it has almost 600,000 views. Those are very powerful views because that title thumbnail is not algorithmic by any means. That is not for like a random passerby view, right? That is for a core community. And we always talked about like this one Emma Chamberlain video that's called "You Totally Caught Me Making Soup."
That's a great title. Yeah, that's banger. That's actually really funny.
Yeah, and it's like that has like millions of views, and it's just emblematic of like how massive her community is.
But here's what's really crazy. While everyone's busy chasing the same tired, trying to go viral strategies, there's a massive opportunity hiding in plain sight. And Neil revealed this when he talked about the scale of YouTube.
There are 500 hours of content uploaded to our platform every single day. Every niche interest, every learning pursuit that you want to have, every musical genre. So in terms of being able to find, the particular niche that you're interested in that moment that you're interested in, I'm never worried about it being, homogenous across all of YouTube.
500 hours uploaded every minute. That means there's room for every single niche, every single perspective, every authentic voice. The CEO is not worried about oversaturation like everyone else I talk to. He's encouraging more and more people, more diversity, and he revealed where creators are seeing more and more growth right now.
Our top creators have grown their watch time on living room screens by something on the order of 400% in the last year, a couple years or so. We just surpassed 1 billion hours of watch time on living room screens.
Dude, this is crazy. 400% more on big screens. While everyone's out here optimizing for mobile, the smaller creators are actually thinking bigger. The point here is to be optimized for all screen types, not just mobile. Laptop, PC, TV. But on the topic of optimization, there's no better way to maintain a career on YouTube better than making money with it. So I want to share with you 5 non-obvious insights that Neil gave to entrepreneurs that I feel that most creators miss. First is that
places like YouTube, but other platforms also, have really eliminated the need or just the fact of a barrier between you and your audience or your customer, or however you think about it.
Second is that
feedback on a place like YouTube is instantaneously. You literally see it in the comments within minutes within you posting the video.
Third is that
content tends to be global. Storylines do translate.
And the fourth insight is
in the US, the majority of content is actually consumed on television screen.
Fifth and finally,
Be creative and flexible about the monetization models, but be very rock solid in terms of the content that's true to you.
see, these 5 insights alone can completely change your approach to YouTube. And here's something else that's kind of huge. While creators are over here thinking, should I choose between long form and short form? Listen to this.
Living up to that mission of being truly multi-format, you are creative people. You have a way of connecting with your audience, and what my job is to provide you with the tool set, the stage, if you will, to do that in whatever format works for you.
Multi-format. The most successful creators don't limit themselves to one format. They use every tool in their toolbox to connect with their audience. Neil has revealed that he's paid out $50 billion in just 3 years. This isn't just a side hustle anymore. It's an actual business opportunity.
Last 3 years, we've paid out over $50 billion to this creator economy, generated through all of these various sort of business models that I talk about.
And here's the most personal piece of advice that Neil gives out in the entire video beyond YouTube.
Truly be true to yourself. Like, really try to, again, it sounds cliched, but really think hard about setting your own course. Think about it in terms of longer term. Like, I'm not saying over plan, but just try to really, really answer the question about, like, on the margin, how is this going to be truly about what I want as opposed to what other people's expectations are of me?
This isn't just about YouTube. It's about building a life that you want, a career that will work. Stop chasing what works for other people and start creating what genuinely excites you and lights you up. Now, I keep going through all these insights I found for hours, but here's the thing. Knowing this information and implementing it are actually 2 very different things. And that's why, to help you implement, I created the YouTube Growth Academy. It's like having the CEO's advice available 24/7, plus practical steps on how to actually implement it. The link is in the description below. It will help you take everything we covered in this video, so don't miss the chance to join YTGA. Again, link in the description. I'm only accepting 30 new spots for this month, which is so small, it's filling up really fast. Don't miss your opportunity. So take one insight from this video, just one, and focus on it. Really implement it. Maybe it's being more authentic. Maybe it's thinking of YouTube as more of an entrepreneur or business. The CEO just gave you the playbook. The question is, are you going to use it?